continues with a refreshing surge. The Jazz come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Thunder. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
It'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder going up against the Utah Jazz. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Anthony is out there with Colin Sexton, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. And for the Thunder, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3. You take a look at the Thunder. Well,
dropping Game 1 was a huge gut blow. It seemed to really get them off guard to start off the playoffs.
Now here's Dort. Outside, Williams. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And he is
up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Here's Holmgren. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Sends it home from three-point land. Bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 1. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Collins passes to Anthony. Collins with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony finds Collins. Shoots over Holmgren. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
This one's going to be a battle for sure.
The 11-footer. Williams' shot is good.
And I like the Williams.
Anthony with it. He's got 7. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one. Oklahoma City trailing. Up top, Holmgren. Outside for Dort from the arc. Here's Hartenstein. And finally, they hit one. Neither side willing to relent.
And that's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Going in the second. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Anthony. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward position.
Getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Anthony. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
To work on. Love seeing these type of results.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
In what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Joe. Kessler, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3, Anthony. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal. Lamcam bringing you the sauce. Now here's Anthony. 18 points for him. Collins with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. 2 points. That one goes. Anthony's got a Jazz trail by 8. Outside Sexton to the paint. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Utah shooting their 3rd free throw shot. There's 1:40 left in the second period.
Not a good idea. So much power. Way to get up.
Anthony outside. Knocks down the triple. Anthony's got 26 points. Now Anthony. 26 points for him. To the inside. Kessler uses the glass to finish the layup. Kessler's got his first now in the game. Anthony outside. He takes it in. Soft touch off the glass. Play. Oklahoma City ahead. They lead by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch.
Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot. That's the line.
Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his...
Anthony against Gilgeous-Alexander. So they take the lead. Anthony's got 30 from the field so far in this one. Russell deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Anthony lets the 3 fly. That falls. Nice shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. Thunder out in front, up 8. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. Joe with the ball. Dort outside. Just 3 to shoot. Knocks it down from distance.
The size and skill of
It up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And Anthony picks him up defensively. And that one's good. Gilgeous out.
And extremely focused.
coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight. That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
The 3 is up. Pure from three-point range.
Carried over to tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities.
Oh, Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is a big win for the Thunder.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every.
Knotting up this series at 1-1.
A huge win for them, avoiding going down 2-0, and this series is on.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just really loved it.
A career night. One bucket away from 50 points.
Chalk up 2 there. So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. It might have been just game 2 of the series, but this one felt like a must-win.
I just love the fire they played with tonight. It's the playoffs, and they really brought the energy.
And that about wraps it up from here, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA's Western Conference quarterfinals. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching.